State agriculture officials are keeping a close eye on basil crops across the state. They want to see whether a fungus that caused widespread damage to the plants last year reappears this summer. As Ed Rogers tells us in tonight's Environment Report, farmers are hoping Mother Nature can lend a helping hand.
Today, some nice extra virgin olive oil here.
Mark Smith is grinding up basil for pesto at the Pennington market. It's the main ingredient.
Little farfalle, pesto.
Carol Quinones is picking some basil at a local farm.
We use this for all sorts of stuff. Pizza is probably one of the things. We make a lot of pita pizzas at our house, so we sprinkle it on that.
Last year, the state's entire basil crop was hit hard by a fungus called downy mildew, a parasite that starts on the plant's leaves.
When they want to look for leaves, they're just showing this off-coloring, this slight yellow appearance on the top of the leaf surface. If they flip those leaves over, what they're finding is the actual fungus itself sporulating on the undersides of the leaves.
Andy Wynant has been studying the spread of downy mildew since it first showed up in New Jersey in 2007. Researchers believe it came from Africa, perhaps from infected seeds. The fungus has been moving up the East Coast from Florida. Last year's wet, windy weather helped spread the fungus, infecting all of the state's basil crop. Commercial buyers wouldn't take the crop from New Jersey farmers.
Once the plant is infected, it's basically you can't market it anymore from a commercial standpoint because it turns the leaves off color. Okay, from a homeowner standpoint, even though these leaves are off color, the fungus itself is not going to hurt you. You can still eat these leaves.
Wynant says homeowners who believe basil plants in their gardens are infected should harvest the leaves as soon as possible. Besides using fungicides, researchers here are looking to crossbreed different types of basil plants in an effort to develop a hybrid that's resistant to downy mildew. There are 35 different types of basil at this Cumberland County research facility. It may take 5 years to develop an alternative.
It's not quite ready for the commercial market, but hopefully, this basil this year will show us that it may have resistance to basil downy mildew, and we may be able to use it in the breeding program to improve the resistance to basil downy mildew in our traditional sweet basils.
With triple-digit temperatures, this has been one of the hottest summers on record. The weather actually may be an advantage in stopping the spread of this fungus.
Temperatures above 90 degrees, a fungus like basil downy mildew just doesn't do very well. Now, if we start to get tropical storms come up the East Coast with the hurricane season or rains out of the south, and we start to get more rain, then we might expect downy mildew to pick up more.
Downy mildew has only been spotted on 2 New Jersey farms so far this summer. At the Honeybrook Organic Farm in Pennington, they have had a better basil crop this year.
People were pretty disappointed. Last year we also had, because of other diseases similar to downy mildew, we had losses in other crops. So people are really excited this year that the downy mildew situation is not bad.
And that has set the table for a tastier summer.
Jersey tomatoes, Jersey basil doesn't get any better than that.
Ed Rogers, NJN News, Pennington.